Hello, Libras. Welcome to your money and career reading for June for all Libras. Sun, moon, rising, and cross-watching for your coworkers or bosses. We're going to do some overarching energies and lots of tarot. Talk less and feel more, Libras. I don't know, getting into your feelings this month about what it is you want to do. Maybe pursuing a passion project, side hustle. Let's see. Not talking about it, doing something about it, perhaps. You've got the beautiful Blessed card. Card number 22. This came up a couple of times. I think it came up for Scorpio as well. The 22nd, the 2nd, the 4th. Those might be important dates in the month of June, but certainly being blessed, feeling maybe you're not going to talk about your accomplishments. You're just going to be grateful for them, Libras. And then you have boundaries, card number 12. So again, 2 might be an important day, the 1st, the 12th, or the 3rd. Most of these videos reflected some important activities happening in the beginning of the month with the dates. So the boundaries is setting boundaries, right? Not talking about your boundaries, but actually doing something about them when it comes to your job or your money. You might be setting boundaries for yourself and your spending habits and setting a budget, figuring out, where you're going to put your money and planning for the future. Let's see what the tarot has to say. Knight of Cups, pursuing something that feels really good to your heart. So with that talk less, feel more. As I said, if you've been talking about doing something, stop talking about it. Go ahead and do it. Pursue it. Move into it. Knight of Cups can also be an offer from someone else. It can be an offer of love. Some of you might be moving for love, changing your jobs for a loved one, meeting someone at work. That's also been the theme that's come up with several people. Several signs this month. You've got the Devil card. This is a card of Capricorn. And it's a card of the golden handcuffs for money and career. It means you're working at a job you don't like, but you like the payoff. And so the Devil might call you to, make some changes so that you're feeling better about what you're doing. And with that Knight of Cups, you might be pursuing something that feels a little bit better to you. The 5 of Pentacles is, I feel like you're recovering from maybe a financial loss, Libras. The 5 of Pentacles can feel like, you've been left out or there's been a financial loss. But with this Knight of Cups, I feel like you're healing from that and you're moving away from it. And there may have been someone else that you blame for your financial loss. And maybe you're right. Maybe it's all their fault. But with that talk less, feel more, you're done talking about it. You want to move on. You want to get over it. And you're going to maybe you're setting up boundaries around your money with a partner. If you had a business partner or even a love partner who was reckless with the money, this is you saying, you know what, we're going to have separate accounts. We're going to have a third party. We're going to have an accountant look at this. It's just, you're setting up boundaries around the money and you're going to be, more aware. That's a message for somebody. It may be just one person, so sorry, but that's very clearly coming through. This 3 of Cups, though, is a celebratory energy. So with that Blessed, the Knight of Cups, the 3 of Cups, you could be getting opportunities that you're feeling really excited about, so you can move away from these energies that you don't like. I will say with that Devil card, it is a card of Capricorn, so you might be working for a Capricorn. You may get an opportunity from a Capricorn, Libras. You might be getting hired by a Capricorn. Capricorns, as a reader, I always equate them with the King of Pentacles. So they're usually a boss or someone who's in charge. And maybe you're moving into that energy, Libras. Maybe you're going to become the boss. You're bossing up here. So let's see. We've got 4 cards here for pick a card. I'm also going to use these as clarifiers for the card on the table. You can ask a question and pick a card, or you could just see if one of those cards stands out to you. Maybe there's a message. But we'll get into this and will clarify further in this reading. I did do an April, May, June reading. You might want to check that out, and a yearly reading, and I time-stamped every month, so you might want to look at that as well. So with this Knight of Cups, you've clarified by the Lovers. So yeah, there may be that you're, making the choice with your heart to leave a job, or you might be, as I said, meeting a love partner at work. You may have to set some boundaries at work about, when we're at work, we're at work. When we're not, we're not. But the Lovers is also a card of Gemini, and it's about making a decision with your heart. So feeling, moving into stuff that feels good for you as far as your job and your career goes. The Devil is clarified by the Four of Swords. The Four of Swords is a contemplative, meditative energy. The Devil card can relate to some habits that you have that maybe are holding you back in your job or your career. So maybe you're doing some meditating, working and focusing on manifesting the good things and releasing some bad habits with the Four of Swords. So this is a yes, a maybe card, the Four of Swords. The Three of Swords is a card of healing. Yeah, remember I said I feel like you're healing from past financial upsets. So the Three of Swords is a card of healing. It's also a card of betrayal. So I'm going to say it's a no energy, but I feel like when I see these two here that there may have been someone who you trusted who really took advantage of you financially. You may have lost money investing in someone's scheme. I'm going to say scheme. You may have felt, but you're healing from that. So we'll try not to linger on this too long, Libras, but I will say all of these readings have had some messages. Most of them have had a message of, things aren't going great, but they're getting better. You got to take action. And definitely that Knight of Cups is taking action. The Hierophant. This is a card of Taurus, is clarifying the Three of Cups. It can be a mentor or a boss or someone who you trust or it could be you leveling up. Like maybe you've overcome these financial difficulties and now you're leveling up and you're teaching others, you're training others. The Hierophant is also a card of higher learning. So maybe some of you had some upsets in your finances and you had to change careers and go back to school and retrain. And this is you, leveling up in that new career that maybe you've had it for some time, but now you're kind of at the top of your game. So that's what I have for you for the month of June. It might be a little up and down, but it looks like you're healing, you're moving on. If something's holding you back from making money, whether it's your own spending habits or someone else draining your bank account, it's about setting up boundaries. That just came through with this boundaries and the Devil. Libras, maybe there's that person. It could be a friend or a child or a parent or just a loved one who just is always coming to you with a little bit of a sob story. And, it's kind of not helping your finances giving to them. So with those boundaries, you may have to just say, you know what, I can't anymore. It's time for you to step up. Okay. You have a Taurus, a Gemini, and a Capricorn in your reading. So any one of those people may play into this reading for this month. Thank you for watching, subscribing, commenting. I appreciate you all, and I hope that you have a wonderful month.